we're just going to kind of jump around because my brain is like that right now. Okay, so we're just going to start back here. And I'm not just going to name them. I'm going to kind of tell you what you need to be looking for. What helps me, what has helped me. So, there's ribs, right there. Ribs are also known as costal. So if there's muscles in between the ribs, that means they're intercostal muscles. So, external intercostal, because they're external, and they go in the same fiber direction as your external obliques, which we learned last time. So, but really just know external is the one that is just pinned right there. If it's cut, and you can get underneath it, you'll see fiber directions going the opposite direction, and those are your internal intercostals. Just don't overthink it and just say, oh, this one's external, oh, this one's internal. Okay, don't overthink it. You still need to know serratus ventralis. That's fair game. This whole thing's serratus ventralis. You still need to know subscapularis, so underneath the scapula, that's what sub means, right under, subscapularis. From right here, we can also see, wow, this one's weird, your scalenes. So make sure you look at all the cats because they all look so different from these ones. So you have the anterior, the medius, and the posterior. So anterior is going to go at that diagonal forward. It's going to be most anterior. Medius will be the middle one, and it goes straight down. And then posterior is the smallest. Some of your cats are so small that you can barely see it. So when you're looking at this, look for an A because the anterior and the medius might be pinned down here. Guide your eyes up as far as you can until you see them all connect, and you'll see 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then you know, oh, anterior, medius, posterior, boom. Okay. I almost went to the throat for some reason. You guys have been there, done that. Okay, inside of the arm, cat only, epitrochlearis. Okay. If we move that, some of yours are cut here, some of yours are cut right in the middle. I don't know why this one's not cut. This was not ours. Biceps brachii. So there's only really 2 from right here on the upper arm. Epitrochlearis, biceps brachii. Epitrochlearis is the most superficial and flat one. Okay. This side, there's 3 parts of the tricep. So triceps brachii long head, that is your one on the back of the arm. Think of, you know, the bat wings. You know what I'm talking about. Nobody laughed. Gosh, you guys are a rough crowd. Lateral is the lateral head, the one most lateral. Triceps brachii lateral head, that's the one that you think of when people flex their triceps. That's that one. Cut that. Triceps brachii medial head. It's really small. Brachialis is that it's front kind of side, but it's more deep. This one you can see very well because it's a big cat. If you were to have a small cat, very small. But basically, if you see the lateral head of the tricep and it's in front of that, it's brachialis. Because biceps brachii you can't see from there. You have to go to this side. Okay? So brachialis. Follow that down. Oh man, this isn't the best cat to choose. Hi, kitty. I forgot. So, smaller cat, lateral head. Let's orient ourselves again. Front of the lateral head there, brachialis. And then there's this one sticking up, going all the way down to the radial side. So this is brachioradialis. Okay. Now, I guess we can go back to Big Kitty. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. I should have kept that thing. Whatever. This is possible too. So, what you want to do when you get to a station, stop and take a deep breath because you are going to freak out because they all look the same. This is the same for the cadaver, and I told you guys all this multiple times. Pick a spot count. Don't just pick a muscle and be like, ah, I know what that is. Don't do it. You're going to mess up. And you're going to be mad at yourself because you won't know that you messed up because you won't see your answers unless you ask me. Okay. So, brachioradialis. This is our brachioradialis right here. There it is. So hopefully there's a brachioradialis. If not, good luck. So I picked the brachioradialis straight down. We are on the extensor side. Right? So there's the two carpes on the outside, extensor carpi radialis, because we're on the radial side. I'm sorry, I need to grab my pad. I don't like this one. See how its tendons aren't dissected beautifully? Okay, so I picked my spot, brachioradialis. Then we have extensor, we're on extensor side. Radialis, because we're, well, carpi, because it's going to the carpals. Radialis, radial side. There's longus, there's brevis. I say it in order of where you would identify them. Longus, brevis. I guess you can think like B is the second letter of the alphabet. So B comes second. I don't know if that, just thought of that now. So longus, brevis. Then two digitorums in the middle. C comes before L, so extensor digitorum communis, extensor digitorum lateralis. And then our other carpi, so extensor carpi ulnaris. If we follow that up, you can see that little triangle muscle and coneus. Cone, triangle, cone, yeah, there. Okay. Then, so we said extensor carpi radialis longus brevis, extensor digitorum communis, extensor digitorum lateralis, extensor carpi ulnaris. Next one over, we could ask you from either side. Flexor carpi ulnaris. So, extensor carpi ulnaris, flexor carpi ulnaris. Flexor looks like two. You're going to see some cats have this separation separated. It's not a separation. It's all one muscle. Goes up to the olecranon. Yeah. I'm going to flip over. Okay. So then I like to start from this side because that's me. Okay. I like to start with the pronator teres, which is our triangle one. And it's a lot of fascia towards the distal part. Next one over is the flexor, because now we're on flexor side. Flexor carpi radialis, because thumb side. So the pronator teres has the carpi radialis on both sides, extensor, which we wouldn't ask you from this side, and flexor. So flexor carpi radialis. Next one over, flexor digitorum. Runs all the way underneath this wonderful palmaris longus that's huge and flat and small in the cadaver. And flexor digitorum can be asked on this side as well. And then flexor carpi ulnaris. Oh no, how am I going to remember that? Oh man. Okay, just think, there's really not many muscles on this side. Palmaris longus, there's only two that can be on each side. Well, three on this side, sorry. Two on this side. Flexor carpi, flexor digitorum and flexor carpi ulnaris. This side, flexor digitorum, flexor carpi radialis, pronator teres. That's the arm. Alright, is this one, okay, can we use this? Yeah, we can use this. Okay, bye-bye cat. Okay, so, these all look totally different, so make sure you look at other cats. Let's do this side first. Okay, so two superficial muscles, sartorius, gracilis. Gracilis goes to the groin. G. Okay. So sartorius, gracilis. If we reflect those, actually let's reflect one at a time. So we're reflecting sartorius. Those are our quadricep muscles. You have your tensor fasciolata that has fascia. Ta-da, tensor fasciolata. Underneath them is actually where the quadricep muscles are. So three parts, vastus lateralis, vastus medialis, and the rectus femoris is in between. Oh, that's it on that. Let's cover that back up. Gracilis, we reflect that, and I start from distal, well, lateral to medial more. So semi-tendinosus, semi-membranosus, adductor femoris, adductor longus. Remember, femoris is bigger than longus. And then pectineus is deep. If you look at other cats, some of them are huge, some of them are small. Remember, it's the muscle closest to the veins and arteries. Don't get confused because some of the cats, adductor femoris will be split. Do your counting. And then, other part on this is the iliopsoas. That's how you need to know it in the cat. It's made of the iliacus and psoas major. Iliopsoas. Let's go to the outside here. So, turn it over. Okay. So, biceps femoris. Move that back. Okay, mine's really obnoxiously big, is the caudofemoralis. A lot of those, if you didn't notice already, are very small. And they look, the caudofemoralis, sorry, I keep moving them. So the caudofemoralis is going to have fascia along it, so it's going to look a lot like the tensor fasciolata. But, that's kind of funny because it goes to the butt. Caudofemoralis. I didn't even mean that. Caudo means tail, so that makes sense too. So caudofemoralis. This one's huge. Okay. If we follow that, the caudofemoralis up, you'll see the gluteal muscles. So gluteus maximus, gluteus minimus, or medius. Sorry. You don't need to know minimus. And this cat, it's got a bigger butt. So this one's our maximus. Don't let this fascia fool you. Maximus, medius. Maximus is above medius. Okay, so I'm kind of showing you on two. If we reflect that, what can we ask you? Well, you can see semi-tendinosus. You can see semi-membranosus. You can actually see the adductor femoris, but I'm not going to ask you that, so just semi-tendinosus is the most fair game there. Tenuissimus, I noticed it's not on your syllabus, but they have asked that before, so just know it. This cat, biceps femoris, chop. Semi-tendinosus, semi-membranosus. Where's the tenuissimus? Nobody knows. It's just chopped, that's all. Leg. Mine's all pinned. We'll use this one. Okay, so, sorry, last time. Same as the forearm, orient yourself. Where am I at? I'm on the outside. I can see the gastrocnemius. I can see the soleus, which is underneath the gastrocnemius. So this is just all of it. And you also need to know the Achilles tendon, which would just be like this, and just like that. It's the only one that will be pinned in a tendon. So gastroc, soleus, on this outside.